Welcome to Blood from a Stone. Hello. I clicked the button faster than I meant to, and I didn't have my good evening boils and ghouls pun ready to go. Hi everybody, my name is Philip. I am the Dreadmaster of this horror RPG that we play here on Friday nights. And these are our players. Say hello, players.
Howdy.
Hello, players.
I like how the Gracie Allen say goodnight Gracie joke is just that's the standard thing to do. And I was asking for it, and you all delivered. Yes, so we have a super exciting game for you tonight. We have a lot of fun games on this channel of ours, and this is a thing we're doing this month because it's what this month is. We're mentioning that it's September. So if you want to subscribe, now's a good time to do that. You can do so for free if you have an Amazon Prime subscription. You can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and you get one for free every month. That's cool. But you can also gift subs right now for cheap or something. If anyone on stream has more information about that, they can provide that now. But that's as much as I know.
I don't, but if you have that free subscription, we'd appreciate it. We're here all the time for you.
We really are. All right, fantastic. I also want to give a special shout out today because a huge mistake was made last time. So I want to thank Book and Dagger for spotting that we missed a natural 13 last week when Oksana rolled an attack and was calculating it aloud and we just all didn't hear it. So the Dread Clock has advanced to 5. Thank goodness. But obviously, we missed out on a D13 roll to see if Horror Surge, so I've let some of the players know this, but just be aware that on our next natural 13, I'm going to get 2 chances to have Horror Surge on that. I basically get to roll that one in advantage. So fingers crossed, everybody. Way
to go, Oksana.
And yes, and for anyone who's kind of joining, what is that about? In this game, when the players, sadly not me, but when the players roll a natural 13, it means horror surges all around them. Monsters come out of the woodwork. It's a wonderful moment in my heart. We've lost so many brave souls to it, and it would be great to lose a few more tonight. Let's talk about the story so far. Very, very quickly. I think we will be having 2 brand new characters tonight. 2 returning from last week and one returning from who was there not last week but the week before. But at this point in the town of Paradise, several individuals have been awakened to the disturbing nature of their reality. According to a man named Etienne Rene, who has revealed himself as an angel of divine power, they are not actually in a small town in the mid-20th century called Paradise, but instead they are in a domain of dread, a horror prison where they are tormented, and ruling over this place is a statue called the Stone Man, who just seems to very aggressively want somebody to love. The current target of his gaze through his stone sunglasses is one Dahlia Frey. She is a theater major at Darkmoor College, and he's been fixated on her ever since he saw her step into the graveyard wearing her nightgown a few nights ago, or sometime around there is when he spotted her. Oh no, actually it was when she was coming out of the... That's when he spotted her again. I think it was when she was coming out of the thing after the fire monster burned all those people down in the crypt in the cemetery. Yeah. A lot of stuff's been going on. In any event, Etienne has gathered several people who are beginning to remember horrific deaths that happened, even though almost as if the souls are not fully returning to the mist for where they are trapped, but instead can pass to others, and there's sort of some sense of memory, some sense of continuity. People realize that if they want to survive, they're going to need to work together to escape this place. And one mission to this point was undertaken by a shoe salesman named Kenny Spencer, and Oksana Smirnov, a Russian exchange student. They went into the swamp seeking a way into a new type of domain of dread that had just sort of formed on the edges of Paradise due to one of these dread storms that kind of keeps getting whipped up. Dahlia was dropped into a swamp and climbed out of that while she was trying to escape from a tower. This group sort of met up, but they were attacked by a vampire, one whose spirit the spirit that used to be in this vampire's body is now somewhat tied to Oksana. So there's a strange connection there. In any case, Kenny Spencer had a wand of fireballs, which is a pretty big deal. And he really burned up this vampire spawn. And between that and the +1 sort of like boxing glove cestus that Oksana was using, and just like continually the vampire failing at the vicious mockeries, failing the saves of the vicious mockeries that Dahlia was throwing out, it really seemed like they were going to be able to kill this thing. But Kenny just wasn't quite willing to use that wand of fireballs again when Oksana was so close to the vampire. So it came and ripped his throat out and regained all its hit points. And with that, there is a wand of fireballs just sitting in the muck somewhere. And Dahlia was picked up by Oksana, who leapt over running water, the vampire unable to follow, without sort of taking kind of her foot sort of sizzled with acidic damage as she stepped in. And the two women rush through the swamp, hoping to survive. So, Sensei Mark is still back at Etienne's home, as are some other people who have awakened with some sense of this, some memories, and we will get to all of you in a moment. But first things first, we will now read tonight's invocation. Remember everything that I told you, and I'm telling you again that it's true. You're never alone, because you can put on the phones and let the drummer tell your heart what to do. Keep on believing, and you'll discover, baby, there's always something magic. There's always something new. And when you really, really need it the most, that's when rock and roll dreams come through. Okay.
I'm leaving. Good night.
Oh, that's a good one. You guys don't even know. All right, so we will actually begin in the swamp. Are you going to just carry Dahlia? Are you going to set her down and run together? What is your destination? What is the plan? What are you two doing?
I'm very strong. I will continue to carry as long as I can.
Okay.
I think we were going to Etienne's house.
You
no?
wish to retreat to Etienne's.
I do not want to go to Etienne's house.
Wait, I thought that's where we were heading. Oh no, we were heading to.
You
a long week.
You came from there on a mission of research, on a
Yes.
mission of investigation.
We were supposed to find where the mist ended.
Right.
That is what you were
Yes.
supposed to find. So what is it you want to do? Do you simply want to are you just kind of running to try to lose this person? Do you want to hide? Do you want to try to find your way back to town in general? Do you want to find this hole in the mist?
A hole?
Apparently there is a gap in the mist. Apologies. That is what you were...
No. I was asking Dahlia.
In character, Oksana was asking Dahlia a hole.
Well, no, not
Find
a
the
hole.
hole.
I see. Are we going to... Do you want me to find the hole? Okay.
Pretty girl, would you like to find hole?
Excuse me?
The hole in the mist. That is why we are out here to find the hole in the mist.
Oh. I mean, I really need a shower, but I don't feel safe going through the mist.
I do not think there are showers out here. And there are many in town, but, you know.
Did Etienne say what you were supposed
As
to
you say,
find?
you don't think there are showers in here. A light drizzle does begin to fall.
Well, I mean, you know. You can use that, but, it's up to you. Etienne said that there are holes in this mist to get out to I don't know, to escape whatever this is.
I was in one of those holes, and I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to leave. All I know is I don't want to go back to Etienne's. But I don't want to wander home alone either. So if you're searching for that, then I guess I'll go with you.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to be scared this whole time. I mean, I have nothing to do. I'm assuming the high school is no longer in need of a very strong girl, considering all things. So we can go wherever you like to go. We can go into town, maybe get some ice cream if there is some ice cream. I don't know if there is.
Do you know which way is back to town?
Do I know which way is back to town?
You may roll a survival check and try to find your way.
Thank you. Oh, you know it would be helpful?
To have your character sheet up.
Oh, it is.
Then everything's already helpful.
It is a 15.
A 15. It will take you a little bit, and just for fun, roll me a d12.
Okay. 7.
On occasion, as you sort of like traverse the swamp, kind of heading back for what seems like the town you'll remember, you pause, and there's like, you know, a vaguely humanoid shape walking through the rain, tromping through the swamp here or there. You're not even always sure you've seen something, but you don't think you're alone in these woods. There certainly are other things here, although the rain is helping obscure the two of you. And after a good bit of time, you do in fact emerge in town. The swamps give way very abruptly to just kind of a suburban street.
I set her down and say, okay, we are out of the woods, out of the weird mist. We can avoid the monsters and go to the center of town. I don't.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Maybe we could go somewhere and sit down and just eat and figure out what to do, because I don't trust Etienne, and I don't think you should either.
Well, he says that there is a way out of here, and as far as I know, I don't know much about here, and I don't know much about where I came from, and I feel that the hole is the way to find whatever is going on. So, I'm sorry that you are scared, but I can find the hole later. It's no big deal. We can continue on. I don't want you to be scared anymore. I know what happened back there was but let's go do something nice, you know?
No, but I need you to understand that everyone Etienne sends out on an errand seems to die.
I know. I kind of remember. It's
So why would you still want to do what he tells you to?
because I don't remember my home. And maybe getting out of here will help me remember my home and who I really am. If I am Oksana Smirnov or if I am Madame Aether, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
So you two want to go get something to eat here in the night? Or day. It honestly is very hard to tell what time it is. Not only because of like these sessions just kind of all running together, but like that's a feature of this plane, and there is this sense of, you know, it's always kind of cloudy, and you really kind of, with it raining, it's hard to tell if it's day or night. As you walk down the suburban street and make your way to Main Street, you do notice that there is, just laying in the street, the body of a aquatic humanoid, some kind of strange fish person, is just laying in the street. Sitting on their porch is an older man, and he is holding a shotgun. And he says, "These swamp monsters are getting awful reckless. I can't believe we built a town next to that swamp. Can you? Oh boy."
yes, there. You know, we just fought some. You know, there's all sorts of stuff out there.
Young
yes.
things like you, that's ridiculous. What is this world coming to?
Yes, it is crazy. Do you know where we can get some food?
Did this one also steal people's faces?
Huh? No, I thought it was probably digging through my trash, so I shot it.
Well, that is reasonable.
Did you know it was a monster before you shot it?
Well, of course, the swamp's full of them. I've lived here for 50 years, and I can't believe I moved into a house so close to the swamp. I just can't believe I did it, but it's been there for 50 years. 50 years we've had these things coming out. Something's got to give at some point.
You remember 50 years here?
Of course. The Paradise Marshes, that's what they call them. Makes it sound nice. He spits. And of course, you guys are just standing, like getting drenched in the rain. He's under his porch with like the light on and holding the shotgun across his lap as he's kind of rocking back and forth, and he spits out and kind of, Paradise Marsh is my foot. It's a swamp is what it is. Ugh.
Do you remember moving here and where you moved here from?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I do remember this house, though. It's where I've always lived. Next to that stupid swamp. It almost doesn't make sense. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 72 years old.
Okay, so in the 22 years before you came here, where were you before?
Oh. I lived in this house. Yep. It was my parents' house. I was born in it.
But you said you moved here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, why did they move here? Very strange. Oh, very strange. Both of you, no insight check required, just realize how many conversations over the course of your life you've had where people just sort of say some stuff that doesn't quite add up, and then everyone just moves on. In any case, he just keeps rocking. Y'all should get out. If you want something to eat, you should go to the diner.
Okay, where are we? I'm
you're
not familiar with this street.
Oh, you're just, and he kind of just points in, and kind of like if you head along this boulevard a bit, or kind of along this street a bit, you're gonna reach the main boulevard, and that gets you to Main Street.
Okay.
Along that way, you didn't know exactly where you were there, but yes, you can certainly see that there is something there.
Okay, well, thank you, aggressive man with gun. We will go and eat.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Go and eat. I can't believe what this town's coming to. These marshes get crazier every year.
I look to Dolly and say, shall we?
Yeah. I hope he knows for sure that they're monsters before he shoots them, and he isn't just also killing homeless people randomly.
Well, with things that are happening as they are, I don't think people are going to ask many questions before they anyone else. So, you know, I will not you though. I know you. You are friends at this point. I mean, we went through a lot together in the swamp. I just let's go eat. And she like plots on.
All right, so you guys head to a thing. You pass this body, which is certainly kind of been blasted, kind of buckshot, kind of tore up the shoulder and neck and kind of died. What are you two have for passive perception? Either of you sort of in like the 13 zone?
11.
You just see scales and fish guts, and you move on. Meanwhile, as they go and have a bite in the midnight diner, we are going to cut to Etienne's home. Not long ago, a gentleman arrived, a gentleman named Vigo, who felt drawn here, having just had a very strange memory of being killed by a vampire that seemed a little bit singed in places. And sure enough, you remembered holding this rod in your hand, this implement of power and fire coursing through it. And as you sort of awoke and realized your own particular skill set helped you perhaps deduce that whatever calling you were receiving might be beneficial. So now awakened Vigo has arrived at Etienne's home. Etienne is speaking to many individuals who are sort of gathered here. It's almost like a war room there in his sitting room, including Sensei Mark, as well as a gentleman named Franz Lloyd, who either was already awakened or perhaps has replaced someone who took part. Either Franz took part in that ritual himself a few nights ago, or he has replaced someone who has since perished who took part in that ritual. But the point is, Franz Lloyd is up on what is going on.
Yeah, I enjoy a good nap. So yeah, definitely awoken, like many of the others here.
Wonderful.
We have good conversations about life and philosophy and whatever else kind of crosses out of things that are, unique.
This is just so, mon ami. I always appreciate these discussions with you. Unfortunately, our new friend Vigo, bienvenue, but I think that you probably have some sense that things are going on that require immediate action, eh?
Yes, I keep getting this strange sense that I've been here, but I've never been here. I love the decor, by the way. I mean, and your clothes, your fit is perfect.
Oh, perhaps do you know Elaine? And Elaine sort of comes over. Now Elaine is also a clothing designer, so I'm going to actually leave it up to you. Does Vigo know her?
He's heard of her, and he wonders, has she heard of him? Because that's the most important thing.
And I shall roll to find out.
Wow.
She steps forward. Vigo, darling. Mwah. Mwah. I'm so happy to meet you. I wish it was under better circumstances. I've seen some of your pieces. They're nice.
My dear Elaine, thank you. Have you seen my spandex work? It's beautiful. I would love to see you or one of your models wearing it someday.
Well, right now I don't have a store because it was taken over by some fortress, and now there's a swamp over half of the town. So, when I'm able to, dear. Etienne says, yes, yes, Vigo. Unfortunately, the sort of finer things like these discussions that I might often have with Monsieur Franz Lloyd, there is no time for this. Action must be taken. Actually, Franz and Sensei Mark and Vigo, perhaps the three of you could undertake something for me. Huh?
Well, I mean, whatever it takes. Yeah, I'm Go is my sort of middle name.
Wonderful.
And if I might interrupt, Elaine, I find that spandex is useful, but only up to a point, because I feel like you really need to have free action, especially in the lower half of your body. So, I don't like to be restricted in that way. So perhaps you could consider other influences in your work.
I'm going to leave you all to it, and she just kind of walks away, and Etienne's like, very, very good, just so. There is my friends, in town there is someone who I believe may have some things that we need. It is someone I have tried to stay away from in the past, but I think at this point we need to exercise whatever we have. I need you to go to the shop. It is on Main Street of Madame Fourshadows. And I need you to convince her to come out here and have a chat with me, and to perhaps bring her cards, her tarot.
Oh, we're going to have tarot reading. Is that the?
We need to have a tarot reading. This is correct, but I need you to.
Then
go.
This will be fun.
I need
Excellent.
you to go, and I need you to get her. And if she does not want to come, I need you to either convince her or to bring her. Do you understand?
So you want us to coerce her against her will?
Well, that seems very strong, huh?
I will, in fact, tell you something. I do not want this. I want her to come here with her tarot cards. All of the other information about how or why, I simply want her here as soon as possible with her tarot cards. Do you understand?
Gentlemen, perhaps we have something that may entice her. This sounds like it could potentially be violent. And violence is not my thing. However, I am a charmer. And perhaps, does she like chocolate, flowers? Does she like design, perhaps?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that's a great plan. I am a man of violence. I am a finely honed weapon. My body is registered as a weapon, as are these. And then he I only have one on me, and he pulls out his silver-plated dragon revolver. It's got like a dragon crawling up the side of it.
Oh.
And he tucks it back into his gi.
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it. Yeah. So no, I'm sure that we could accomplish this one way or the other.
perhaps we tried the other way. Yeah. Sensei Mark, I mean no offense, but perhaps we do not shoot people, huh?
No, I agree. I mean, I think that it's a last resort. My way is a way of peace.
As he brandishes his dragon gun around.
Just, but you know, I don't know how they do things. I mean, in the Far East, where I've extensively studied, they practice dualism. So I'm convinced that we can come to some arrangement.
Etienne is no longer here with you. He has given you a directive, and he is speaking to other people.
I appreciate your approach, and I've always learned that the needle point is mightier than the sword, and perhaps we can entice this individual to come and play tarot with us. We definitely need to figure out what's going on here. I am open. I'm fair game. I'm open to experience, as you know, I feel most should be. So Sensei Mark, perhaps you might be open to a new experience of maybe showing the gentler side of yourself.
I am so open to new experiences.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I actually want to. I want to talk to both of you about that a little bit later, perhaps. But no, that sounds fantastic. I'm also curious. You know, I have this. I feel like I have this deep-seated feeling of just sadness in me, which is a little bit strange and new. But I'm just gonna go ahead and keep ignoring that, and let's push forward.
Well, to each their own.
Yeah,
Shall
let's,
we,
my
gentlemen?
brothers. Let's let us go.
Oh, man.
Sir Franz, are you in?
Yeah, that's France.
But France. Excuse me.
We can be friends. Okay too, but it's France. Yes, we go. Yes. Sensei Mark, you lead the. Why don't you lead the way?
Okay.
So, do the three of you pile into Sensei Mark's Geo? And head on into
Yes.
town.
It's just both of you. Before we get in, it's really important. There's a lot of very precious things in here. Okay. You may notice that there are a lot of trophies in the back. I just want to make sure that you just leave them where they are. Okay. And just mind the wrappers on the floor. I know it's a little bit messy.
It seems like Sensei Mark is the way of the mess. Yes.
Avant-garde, if you will.
Yeah.
You gotta slam the door though. It doesn't really close.
Okay.
So, as this just unbeatable trio
There you go.
head to Main Street, we will go to the Midnight Diner. The two of you have just wrapped up whatever kind of diner food you'd like to have: shakes, fries, patty melts, slices of.
I think Oksana promised me ice cream.
I did.
Then a certainly a banana split is very easily. I'm sure they can do a malted milk there. I mean, my God, you know.
No, or a cone and get some good licks in.
There you go. One thing that is interesting, as you're both sort of sitting here, and you remember the geography of this is not we'll say that the two of you are like sitting in a kind of like a window, you know, like in a booth at a window looking out on Main Street. And actually, I suppose I should roll for this. Yep, 8 again. It is still raining very, very hard. Thunder strikes. The jukebox is playing kind of a tune about how you can run away forever, but there's nothing wrong with getting a good head start. Anyway, it's about how rock and roll dreams come through. You guys hear that playing on the radio right now. But there's like an odd glimmer across the street. And you do see that there's a fortune teller. Madame Fourshadows. Now, I don't know if Dahlia has ever gone there before or if Oksana has.
She is not.
But this is not this is not in game. I know in game we visited there before, but it is
Right, you're talking.
But like if your characters have ever gone there once or twice.
I feel like Dahlia's gone there to talk to him.
But the sort of like one of like the like she she has various signs, and there's like a neon sign that's just almost like fizzled on. Mm-hmm. Like a pink heart kind of like glowing across the way. And it seems like it is offering, various readings at some special rate. It seems to be indicating that it's like $1 for a reading or $1.50 for couples. It says like that very, very, prominently in the window.
I think, Oksana, have you ever gone to Madame Fourshadows?
I have not, but I feel like I have memory of that place.
I
think
you
it
should
is
go.
the lady in my head.
She helps me so much with my chart whenever I need interpretation and
What is chart?
Like your horoscope?
I'm not a whore. I mean,
No.
I've had my fun, but
A horoscope, like your star sign.
oh, the bulls and the fish and the
Yes. She's
Yes.
always been very insightful and helpful, and maybe she could help us figure out what we're supposed to do.
Okay, we can go.
Okay. I think we should go. I think we should go talk to her.
Sure,
Let's
let's go.
You
Get this sorted out. Sure.
you pay your bill. Dahlia's still wearing an Elizabethan dress. Also, what a stupid question on my part. Obviously, Dahlia has gone to the town's resident astrologer. That was a dumb thing for me to ask. I as soon as you started talking, I was like, oh my god. So in any case, the two of you walk across the street. You see this sort of the light, some kind of a woman. She's like a housewife, maybe in her late 40s. She's kind of stepping out and just kind of looks very kind of like excited about something, and she's walking away out of the kind of a ding 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 ding. A bell sort of jangles in the waiting room. As she goes, and you guys make it kind of across a little green it's set off from the rest of Main Street to this door. Madame Fourshadows, spelled Four.
Mm-hmm. That couldn't possibly signal anything.
Dahlia, you are proficient in Arcana. I would like for you to make an Arcana check
Yes.
as you glance over this place and reach for it.
What is my 17. That's not 13.
It's a nat 13. Oh, what a cool time for it. Okay.
No.
So,
No horror surge.
first of all, I got 2 tries.
No.
So, 1.
Oh, we're gonna die tonight.
Love how
Alright.
Book and Dagger not only told us they had the screen, the video recording, the clip. That's what it's called. Thank you.
All right. So first of all,
Have you moved it twice since?
I moved it. I moved it
Okay.
to 5. It was at 4. Now it's at 5.
Okay.
Cool. So we are now at 6. So that's very exciting. Now I'm gonna get to roll a couple times.
Oh no, horror D&D, we're all gonna die.
That is an A. That's the opposite of what I want. A and B are bad. I want a Y or a Z.
No, thank you, please.
No! This is the one you got.
Wait, I gotta do that. How I do it? Like this? Like,
Yes.
see it?
Looks like it's
Z.
Z to me.
It's
Looks
Z.
like
It looks like it's right in bet-
It's Z.
Oh.
So, however, my friends, this actually came at the perfect time. Oh, this is so exciting. All right, so the two of you look this over, and you actually, one thing you spot is there is some of the sigils in this window are actual signs. They're not just kind of like fancy symbols. There's a couple of things in here that you are recognizing as true, real, arcane symbols. So, though you've come here a few times, this woman seems like maybe she's a little more legit. And as you make this check and you realize this, and your stomach begins to drop, it's like she appears in the doorway behind the glass, almost out of nowhere. Madame Fourshadows is standing there. What are you doing? Wait, stop! And there is this moment where the three of you, time almost pauses. Madame Fourshadows is very upset. She's very animated. And in this paused moment, you simply hear her in your mind saying, "Join me." Join me. Not now. It can't happen now. Join me.
Oksana hears this too.
Mm-hmm.
No!
Join you with what?
Help me. We must. Help me.
Help you what?
Push it back.
Oh, are you hearing this too? Because
Yes.
it's...
No,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think maybe we should listen to her.
And this is all happening in a moment. You also can see these little like shadows beginning to form, almost as if monsters are about to. Oh, this is a cool time for this to have happened, by the way, because she's right here. Yeah.
I hate it.
Damn it.
She says, "Help me. Make the trade. Help me."
Okay.
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 You're...
I think
Okay.
I mean I think we should.
Okay, I will trust you.
She has something. The symbols here.
She reaches out to you, not with her body, she's still behind glass, but with her mind. You can feel her trying to draw your will in to assist her with something. And you can feel that what she's doing is she is preventing a horror surge. And as you feel her doing this, both of your spirits feel that you now know how to do the same. And horror does not surge.
No.
Oh.
Can you please?
We pushed back the horse.
She pauses and says, and then she opens
Oh
the
my
door
God.
and says, What are you doing here, my darlings?
We just came here to have fun, get reading for our horror stars.
Do you remember me?
Oh,
I've been to see you before, but
you seem
things.
more beautiful than I remember, darling.
Thank you. I think it's the adrenaline.
Come in. And sort of all three of you are also feeling this. Oh, it feels intense what you've just done. And you know that it does not come without a cost. Who would like to do the honors between the two of you?
Uh-oh.
I don't roll well, so
So you?
I don't either.
fine. I'll do
Oksana,
it.
please roll me
Yes.
a D6.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
No,
Okay.
here we
Okay.
go,
Which
here
one
we
feels
go.
the best today? Okay. This one.
the right die. Pick the right die.
6.
6? That
know,
was
that's kinda
not
bad.
a good trade, guys. That was not a good trade at all.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No. What
Oh.
time is it on the clock?
12.
Oh,
Oh.
So we pushed back a horror surge, but only to dial the clock forward. To bring
You
forth
roll a
the
D6 when it happens, yeah.
Dread storm. Cool. So
Y'all.
like
Way to go.
No.
Woo!
Oh no.
That was
Blame
cool.
the Dreadmaster. Okay.
That's not my fault. All right, so that would be so that's a 7 that we totally sort of got there, right there. So okay, I guess, however, what I will explain is that you have that ability now. You may undertake that whenever you want to, based on where the dread clock's at. You know, it's you.
But then we always.
You're always then gonna.
roll.
Basically, you are always trading a horror surge for more 13s on the counter.
So it might be a Dreadstorm.
Awesome. Well, now I mean the next time now if we do it for sure.
Yeah, if you ever do it, like if you're ever at 7 or higher, there's a chance you will automatically trigger a Dreadstorm. Okay, so all that being said,
Cool.
she kind of
Cool,
ushers
cool.
you in and goes, and in fact, the storm outside, thunder strikes even more loudly, even more intensely. She ushers the two of you in and says, "What is it you've come here for? What, darlings? Are you here for a couples reading?"
I don't know. We came in together, but we're together. I don't know this.
I mean, we're not.
I bought her dinner, but we are not. We are.
I mean, you did also, like carry.
This
me
is not
locally.
allowed in
Do
Russia,
you-
so this is.
Darlings, do you want a couples reading or not? You'll save 50 cents, not including tips.
Yes.
Sure.
We need a reading
For
because
the
I don't
savings.
know what to do. And
Very well.
the
Let
last
us
readings have been
discuss
very confusing.
your love lives together. And she sort of gestures back. And Oksana, if you've never been here, you do notice that this woman seems to be casting 4 shadows. Kind of no matter where she is, there's 4 shadows on the wall, all working. However, because you guys are doing a couples reading together, this does happen.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Nice.
Excellent.
Which, had you not had the cool thing happen, I just want to thank Book and Dagger again real quick for giving me a second chance at hate and death.
I knew
I don't
that
wanna
was
thank
gonna
him.
bite us.
I do
that
not
was
at
great.
In
all.
the
No.
tuchus.
That was
I was
so
like, that's
fun.
gonna bite us in the tuchus that man kept track of that. Ugh. Or this person. I don't mean to presume your gender. Book and Dagger.
So that, golly, Merry Christmas, everyone.
I'm stressed.
It's a
All
stressful
right,
time.
so with that, the clock is down to a mere 11, and the two of you head back into the reading chamber, kind of very ornate. A lot of strange curios hidden in cabinets around here, and it's a typical thing. And longtime viewers of the show know that actually along many episodes, a large group came and visited this individual as well, and had a reading that was cut short when she realized that Alice was the beloved of the Dreadlord. We'll see if that happens again. However, we're now going to cut outside where a Geo pulls up just moments after these ladies walk in. It's raining. How are the windshield wipers on your Geo?
Well, like one of them is just like and the other one is just sort of like it's got like it's about like the blade's about halfway off,
Flapping around.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Huh?
Wonderful. Well, you are here.
We're here.
This,
We're here.
this rain is not going to be good for my velvet. Do you have an umbrella, perhaps?
No, I don't. I don't really believe in those.
Religion or
No, I don't want to shield myself.
I don't.
Again, Sensei Mark.
Umbrellas, says Sensei Mark. Oh.
So,
enough.
yeah. So go ahead and just make sure that all the windows are rolled up, and we'll go ahead and get out of here.
Great. So after, having to open the doors in the appropriate order, closing them to right wherever, make sure you didn't lock it, doesn't.
There's
yeah,
only
et cetera,
two
et cetera.
seats, or there's only two doors. So.
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff. We still have to do it in the right order. Never passenger first. With that, you guys are standing outside of Madame Fourshadows' shop.
All right. Okay. Are we ready?
Ready as
I
we'll
feel.
ever be.
I feel ready.
We are just going to talk to the lady, yeah? It's easy. We chat, yeah. I think sometimes does not matter, how you say, whether we are with our success or failure already predetermined. It matters not what we do. So, build bold. Do what you want. It is already chosen in the stars, as they say.
Franz, I like that. I like that philosophy a lot.
Spoken like true philosopher. So how about I just go tap on the door and see if she's in and wants to come with us?
That sounds great. Franz, can you? I feel like you could really answer this. Like, do you think that I should have my ponytail down or like up like this?
You can really answer this.
I think maybe let it go free. Why restrain yourself? Yeah. You have so many ways. Enjoy the way of the free hair. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I disagree. We could clean you up a little bit. You could maybe slick your hair back, and I think you would be quite dapper if you did something of the sort.
The way of corporate samurai. Yeah.
More like runway model. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
muscle.
All right. You guys are really. I mean, it's been a really long and horrible day because, that bus driver is just really. But I'm really happy I got the chance to meet both of you. I feel very.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that bus driver? All right.
All right. Let's a ring a ding ding.
Not think we would have this long of a conversation about a man's ponytail.
So, as you guys walk up, you see that the shop has a very prominent open sign. There is a pink neon light in the window advertising, readings for $1, couples $150. There's an open, like a sign, an open sign on the door. No one appears to be in the waiting room that you can see through the window. Are any of the three of you proficient in Arcana? Make an Arcana check. Didn't go bad last time.
22.
You also notice what Dahlia had noticed not 2 or 3 minutes ago, that there is a real sign of protection kind of hidden among the more sort of popular and flashy kind of like symbols of fortune telling in here. So you do think that this person is probably legit to some degree.
All things in life are, they say, is connected. Yeah. All matter is energy. All energy travels together. So perhaps our fortunes are in the cards themselves. We shall see. Yeah. It's Vigo. Why don't you introduce us? Yeah.
I rap on the door. Rap, rap, rap.
It's a glass door. It's like a door to a waiting room. Meanwhile, inside, Madame Fourshadows has sat down. She has brewed both of you strong tea and set cups down. And you notice that as she does so, it almost seems that it's not her hands holding them, even though she is, but the shadows setting them down before you. The two of you are seated very close together on kind of like a little, like a bench that really could maybe fit 1.5 people. So it's purposefully made to kind of crunch you together. And she's right across, sort of. You're at one of the smaller tables, and she's right across from it. And she tells you to drink your tea, darlings. And so Dahlia, I know. And so what is Dahlia's sign? Out of curiosity.
Dahlia is a Pisces.
And what would Oksana be?
Aries.
Yep.
That's my sign too.
All right. Excuse me while I just Google something real quick. Pisces, Aries, romance.
Zane is a Pisces. Fun fact.
Oh man, wouldn't it? I'm glad I don't have to report that this is bad.
But you live in LA for 2 years and this stuff just starts to
Yeah.
seep in.
So
I'm a scientist, I swear to God.
She sort of hears this and says, "Oh, well, that is actually a very a good pairing. There are ways that the two of you are somewhat compatible, my dears, but not others where you are." And then you guys hear a distant rapping on glass. How strange. In any event, here, let me have both of your palms. Let's look at your love lines. And she reaches forward. Do you continue tapping?
I start saying, "Hello, hello."
Have you opened the door?
Very obnoxious.
My face is against the door.
You're just kind of shouting through glass.
Yes.
Forgive me a moment, my dears. She sort of stands and her shadows seem to kind of like move across the room, not exactly how they should with the light. The kind of beaded curtain that separates these two things is swept aside, kind of that separates the reading room from the waiting room. She sort of steps out there and will sort of look at you in the glass, like through the glass, just this woman. And she's kind of just...
Oh, good evening. We are here to...
Are you entering the building?
Yeah,
Okay. You open the door.
open the door.
I am already with clients. You can wait out here.
We have important
She turns
business.
and
We are here.
the curtain closes and sits down. Forgive me. So I'm so out. Sorry. Where were we? Go ahead and start some more tea. You see that a little electric kettle on the back thing back there kind of sort of starts to almost turn on by itself, and one of her shadows kind of moves closer to her after that, as if she's brewing more tea ready to go. So yes, your love lines. Yes, darlings, let me see. She kind of takes your hands and pushes them both together and sort of turns to Oksana and says, Oh. Darling, I see so much passion in you, but also fear. You have trouble committing in romantic relationships, don't you?
I do not have many romantic relationships. I have really.
But when you do, what has caused the trouble? Why haven't you sought more, darling?
The men, they just they bore me. They are not interesting to me.
You don't wish to commit to them. They're not worth your time.
I mean, men can get boring.
Always looking for
Exactly.
something better. Yes, dear. And you, and she kind of turns to Dahlia, and then she says, "Fucking Christ."
Uh-oh.
I would urge you to... No money necessary. This was not a couple's reading. You have no romantic interest in this individual.
That is fair.
Is what I would say.
Oh, don't say that about yourself.
Yeah, it's fine.
No.
you're very beautiful.
No. You, she looks at Oksana. You have no romantic interest in her. Do you understand?
I do not. No.
She means because I'm cursed.
You're not cursed, you're just attracting a lot of attention. Oh, God.
Everyone around me dies.
Oh, yes, that's probably the case. We're gonna cut to the other room where you guys hear muffled voices. Interestingly, you really
Lesbian
cannot.
love is forbidden.
You really cannot hear anything through these curtains.
There's a mirror in here, yeah?
There is a mirror on the wall. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna park in front of the mirror. and
Okay,
look
cool.
this up.
Oh, look at now. Put your shoulders back a little and just turn your head slightly and look at your jawline. It's very strong. I could see you in a magazine, perhaps.
I mean, I've always wanted to be the face of karate, so
Have you tried spandex? It's new.
like I said, I don't want any of that constrictive stuff. Okay? Okay? You have a lot of good ideas. A lot of good ideas. That's not one of them.
Four-way stretch.
Chiffon, perhaps. It's fine. Something that's breathable. Maybe linen. Work with whatever you need.
Vigo, Sensei, Mark, and Franz. Do any of the three of you have like shockingly high perception scores?
15.
15. Let's just throw it on there for the fun. I don't really think you'd notice this based on other rolls, but let's just kind of have a sense of it. As you're doing this, you kind of glance back over, and it seems like that woman who was out here, you almost see her like just like a silhouette of her like in the doorway, like watching all of you. And what is your passive insight, Sensei Mark?
My passive insight.
It's gonna be
would
13 or 15 are my guesses.
13.
13. That's actually decent. Her body language seems to just be indicating like what the fuck. But it seems like she's watching you. Just this, like, you can kind of just see the shape of her in the, like, behind the beaded curtains, just there, kind of just in silhouette, watching all of you and presumably thinking that your conversation is very strange.
And I get the sense of that.
Can I investigate room?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check around the room.
Oh, 14.
A lot of curios that seem interesting, none of which you think are actually particularly valuable, probably because in case somebody walked off with them, she wouldn't put good stuff out here. There is a very impressive chandelier hanging over, and then the room is various kind of, velvet, kind of tufted little chaise lounges and love seats and things for people to wait on. A lot of crystals around. Sort of things like this. There's also a few glass display cases like on the wall. Inside of those are maybe slightly more interesting things, but still nothing that strikes you as like incredibly expensive or valuable. And that's really all you see, just kind of with a glance around.
Yeah, many things, sir. Vigo, should perhaps maybe we just make ourselves comfortable. Is there some tea? Do you want to approach the curtain and go, excuse me, is there tea for us waiting? Coffee?
Rude.
I
One,
feel like, yeah.
and in fact, kind of like she sort
Okay.
of she stands up and swipes the curtain open and kind of looks at all three
Hello.
of you out there. Now, Sensei Mark, you looking back, you do see Oksana, whom you know because the two of you escaped from a swamp a little while ago. I am in
Strange
the
man.
middle of Do you know these people,
Yes,
darling?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I saved her life.
he did. From the swamp, there are monsters, and
Oh.
he got me out.
I know what this is. They're probably fans of
I don't. They're fans of yours. Are they stalkers? Listen. I have in most people simply understand the concept of a waiting room, and if someone is busy, they simply enter the waiting room and wait.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend. I just wondered if you had water or tea or something while
an
we wait.
electric tea kettle begins to chime behind
Oh.
her. Kind of like a little ding,
Ah,
ding, ding.
yes.
As a matter of fact, darlings, I was aware you were here, and I was already brewing tea for you, but now you've interrupted the reading. However, if you
Oh.
so
It wasn't going
insist,
great anyway. it's
she kind
fine.
of goes over there and she begins making you a cup of tea.
I am so sorry. Can I walk in the room and start looking at the cards?
There are no cards on the
Excuse
table.
me.
But you
it's
do
so
barge in
very
and she's-
presumptuous of you.
What do
This
you
is.
do?
I was just curious. There's no. I thought
This
you
is a
did
private
cards
reading.
and stuff.
We did a palm reading for the horse.
Do you?
Oh,
For the horse
palm.
stars. For the
Not
horse.
Horse?
horror. But do you not
The horse
understand the
stars?
concept
Your horse?
of See?
I've not seen horse in many
Stars.
years.
Astros.
Oh, the stars, yes. A horoscope.
The
Yes.
ram and the fish. I am ram, she is fish.
Also, it's
Ah,
very
I'm
important that we
fish.
find out what's
Huh.
going on.
Oh yes,
Like-
what is
I mean,
going
are we
on?
gonna
Well,
tell
we
her why
are here
who-
to talk to her, and you are getting reading. This is what's going
Of-
on.
Yes, but
Of
it's a
course.
private
Yes.
reading. You've just barged in on it. Do you understand? It's like
Well, we're
walking in on
Ah.
someone changing, except it's our souls.
My
Very
soul
well
is
said.
very-
I have not seen any.
Underneath
I've
my
not seen any
chest.
souls. You have.
She
you have
shoves a cup of
beautiful soul clothes on. It's
Franz.
not-
She just shoves a cup of tea at you and kind of a little like splashes on your hand, like Did the other two need tea immediately as well? Have you guys entered this back room, or are you kind of still out in the waiting
Oh
room?
no, I'm staying in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm a little bit back, but
Did you
very-
two need tea as well? Can you not wait?
Yes, I would love some tea. Thank you so much.
I mean,
Oh,
if you have some
It's-
green tea.
it's good. It's
You
good
can,
tea.
You can take the tea. It is
you.
unsweetened, unmilk. And it seems to have full leaves in the bottom of it. So even on a little sip, you occasionally get like a, in there. But
It's okay.
she
Thank
says,
you, madame.
So, are we gonna tell her why we're here?
I'm in the middle of a reading with other people. Unless, ladies, you are also so disturbed by this that you no longer feel the need
No,
to
it is
continue.
fine.
Thank you. I mean, I'm
Is
so
there, like,
sorry
another
for
chair in the room?
their Interruption.
Numerous.
I'll just sit down.
It is fine. I mean, it is. It's not. Apparently, we are not. We are not interested in each other. I don't know. So, she is telling us how we feel about each other, and I don't even know what's going on. So, where are you from?
Oh. Who, me?
Yes.
I am from across the pond.
Same. Same, but I cannot recall which one. Our accents seem similar, but I don't know because they're both.
Sorry, can we get back to finding out
No, I
exactly
understand.
what's
Yes.
Oh, yes, we are.
My family moved many times, so it's a little bit from France, a little bit from Germany, some Russian. It's a very very spread
here,
out.
But
Yes.
we never know where we are from.
Yes.
So.
Okay, yes, we don't know where we're from. We don't know what's going on. We know we're trapped in this town that's supposed to be a prison, and there's an
Right.
angel killing people and a stone man killing people, and I would just like to find out what's going on, and then I go
The-
home.
Angel
That is a
killing
lot.
people.
Yes.
Darling, who is the angel killed?
Well, he tried to kill me.
Oh. She does this, and you see four of her shadows doing the same, not quite in time.
Do we know that who the angel is? The rest of us.
You all know that Etienne is an angel at this point. Yes,
Okay.
you all were present for a ritual, so even after death and new consciousness, one thing all people in this room know is that he's an angel. Okay. Then why are you three here?
It's good.
We were just in the area and wondering if we could come by and see the greatest tarot player in the world. That's why we're here. We are
It's
here.
not a player, she's a reader.
Reader.
Hmm.
Thank you. I am so open to learning every time I go anywhere. Tarot reader, of course. We are here
Don't
for
trust
you. Hello. You are so adorable. And you. I love the dress. Very Elizabethan.
Etienne sent us.
Etienne, is not welcome here, and I have no interest in congressing with him, especially if he is making such bold maneuvers now. Things are very delicate and wild, and I will protect myself. The three of you may go.
I'm just more. So we're just. Please don't shoot the messenger. Is a thing I've heard say.
It is a saying. I've heard it.
I've said it many times.
Yes.
To be honest, like, I don't really understand what's going on, and I mean, if you could clue me in a little bit, like, why don't you like him?
He tried to kill me.
Right.
That's a good reason not to like someone.
And he's trying. He killed. I was warned about him by my friend Will. Do any of you know?
I met the boy you speak of.
Well, Will.
He
warned me
stole
about
something
it.
from me.
How like so
Well,
how
he had a habit of that, I think.
How in tune is Sensei Mark to, like, what's the relationship between the past?
You remember certain things. I'll tell you what. If you want to dive deeper, why don't you make a wisdom saving throw? As on the cusp of these things, elements of this are sounding familiar. Yeah, you can dive a little deeper.
16. Oh, a 16 because I have a +3 modifier.
Oh no!
So the counter goes up to 12, right where it belongs.
Stop.
Oh, thank you so much, good sir. Man, this has been an active night for the old...
We only rolled
That's my first
113, and
one,
look at all of
isn't
the
it?
activity. And you know why, Philip? Because you didn't ask for a single damn 13.
That's true. All right, let's see how
you.
cool it is. Oh, man, if this is a 13 on here, if I roll a Y or a Z... If you want to push it off, you can, but all you're doing is filling up.
Yeah, I think
It
we're too
doesn't
close.
matter.
Okay, it was an E, not a Z.
Whew.
Ah, okay.
I almost got
Ooh,
another
the
one. Oh,
horror
that would have been
surge.
great. All right, so
God.
horror does not surge, but you feel dread, and the storm outside is now... The rain just pounding, falling in sheets against the glass of this place. The lights fizzle off for a moment. And that gets you to a 16?
Correct.
That is enough for you to, yes, you have memories, because it, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it was Will who was in this room and stole a thing, right? Because, yeah.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You do
Will.
Will.
From Madame
Yeah,
Fourshadows.
you have Will Scarlet's memories of taking a little box from in here, of a voice that was within it, messages being sent out of it speaking, and then a woman who tried to open it being attacked by a gargoyle, and you've left her on a bench in the Midnight Diner where these two just had a late night snack.
What was in that box? A book?
No. A stone. Why do you ask?
I'm just so lost.
Would I recognize potentially? We both did the ritual.
So Dahlia was so Dahlia is not Zeke, because Zeke was there for that.
Okay. No, but
Yeah.
would I potentially recognize that Mark is Will? Because I knew Will as
You
well.
definitely knew Will. I would like you to make an insight check.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that would be an
I
insight
wouldn't
check.
remember the theft.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember. Yeah, you have no memories of the person who was in here, but you can definitely do an insight check.
Insight's only a +1. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, 12.
12. You wouldn't bet any money on it, but you're starting to be that, like, wait a second. Especially in that moment, the body language shifted for a second. You're like, that's how
Okay.
Will used to stand.
Okay.
And now he's back to it. But there's a moment of like, oh right, and you took part in the ritual, so you know that can happen. And now you're like, wait, is this guy Will? And you
I would
also
recognize Will because he's the only person who's ever really never liked me.
and that is true. Will never liked you. Also, Dahlia, you probably, I can say if you want to ask about it here, I don't think you are aware that Will is dead.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, I don't.
Yeah. So if you want to follow up on that, you certainly may.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh.
What did you say your name was again?
It's. You can call me Sensei Mark.
You reminded me of my well, I guess he was my friend. Will Scarlet, does that name ring any bells for you? You seem very familiar.
No, sorry.
It is a name of a character. Robin Hood, yeah?
Yes. One of the
Yes.
merry men. What have you all done with the angel?
He's the unmarried man. Huh. He's single. Yeah.
Oh no. Your aura's there. And she kind of is now looking at, like, Dahlia, she glances at yours and just kind of sweeps her eyes past she's worried about you for other reasons, but the rest, and as she looks at Oksana, she's like, how did I not see this? You're not alone. All of you, what dark magic has been done?
We just want to remember.
What is this angel doing? Oh God, he's going to destroy us all. The storms are going to continue and continue because of his stupid pride. If you really want to help yourselves, find a way to kill him.
That does not seem very helpful, huh?
I mean,
What?
Bit rude.
Could just
Well,
talk.
it was very rude when he tried to shoot me at my play.
That is
Especially
very
when those
rude.
things were attacking me.
I agree. Is that that happened? Yeah.
Yes, of course it happened. Why would I make such a thing up?
No reason. A drama queen.
She does have a flair of drama. You are beautiful. Has anyone ever told you that? You should be on stage, maybe a runway, perhaps.
Oh, is that where I know you from?
I am on. It's not the point. Yes, I am an actress at the college here, and I just had a show, and it was very lovely, and it was amazing. And then all of a sudden, these creatures-
Congratulations.
Yes, but then these creatures started attacking, and then Etienne showed up, and he shot me. And if it weren't for the gargoyle that carried me away, I would be dead right now.
She's the basically, like, all pretense is gone. All four of this woman's shadows are walking around, like, shaking their heads in different ways, or like arms crossed, tapping feet. They're all separately very irritated by everything they're hearing. She is over at her counter. She's opening up like a little ice box. She's pulling out kind of a thing of vodka that she keeps in there, and she is just filling a teacup for herself and just drinking that and kind of handshaking.
I approach her and I put my hand on the small of her back and I say, my dear.
Yes.
Why would dear Etienne Rene want us to invite you to his place? Please tell us.
As you sort of touch her and sort of are like pulling it, and like as you almost get done saying that, I'll let you actually make a contested. You can make an athletics or this would athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you prefer between those two.
It's 13, but not a natural 13.
Understood.
Thank God.
That's bad.
I have rolled a natural 20 plus 5. So your hand is like roughly yanked away, and there is a shadow of this woman kind of coming out from the bottom of her, but moving completely independently. You just pulled your hand away, and she kind of looks at you sharply.
I didn't mean to offend or frighten you. I was just trying to make friends. That's how I make friends. I'm a touchy type of person.
Don't be. I have no interest in speaking to the angel. He is making things worse, not better.
How?
He's drumming this up. He's so desperate to escape, he doesn't care about how many people he hurts. You understand that he's made you disposable. He sends you out to die.
That's what I've been saying.
But he has told us a way to get out. That is
No.
why we are
But he didn't tell you a way to get out. He just told you to go
to
wander
find the
around.
hole in the mist.
Well, I was in
Girl,
a
we
hole
have
in the
to
mist,
find
and
a
all
way
that
out
was
of
there was a
this.
giant tower.
Where is the hole in the mist? Where did he say it
don't-
was? In the swamp?
Was it in the swamp?
It was.
I forget.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay,
yes.
yes, it was. It was in the swamp. Somewhere, nowhere
Yeah.
specific. I was to go look
If
for
you
it.
go through that, yes, he can survive in the
Sorry,
marshes
I need
of the
to. I need
grave.
to put water on my face.
But he will not. He could survive there. You will all die. The monsters in the marshes, they're much worse in that place. This is the utmost of foolishness. You should not return to him. You should not assist him. He's only out for himself.
But isn't he just gonna come and kill us?
She drums her
Dude, what's-
fingers, and then a bunch of shadows do the same silently.
Can I approach one of the shadows?
Sure.
Do you have honey or sugar?
A shadow, like in the most passive-aggressive way, just like grabs like a couple of sugar cubes from some vestibule and just throws them in your tea, like splashes it just like with no caring.
Thank you.
I was about to ask for some until I saw that.
She says, oh, the angel. What you need to do, if you really want to be rid of the angel,
Yes.
you'll need to draw him out so that he and the stone man can have it out. I've often thought about the two of them just fuck already. Metaphorically speaking, the angel's not the stone man's type. The stone man probably is the angel's type, as his type seems to be everything.
That's true.
My type? God.
That's true.
Just irritated with myself for having indulged in that once, but that's neither here nor there. Listen,
Well, the Stone Man's very intense, but he's been nothing but. I mean, he's saved people, and he's been nice to me.
you know what? I'm gonna have her roll this is a good person check on her part. Is she gonna say what she should say, or is she gonna say what should keep her most clean? This is just a flat thing. You dumb idiot. She goes to you, and so quietly she takes your hands, and she says, "No. The stone man is the devil himself. He is not capable of loving you, only desiring you. And he will destroy you."
Okay.
That being said, he's your best chance of surviving the angel, so yes, I would appeal to him to whatever degree you can, but never trust him, my dear. When he decides he can't have you, he will break you worse than the angel ever will, because he'll want it to hurt.
Well, from what I remember, Pretty Girl has been pretty good with this stone man. So
God,
you
perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps you should try your hand in the marshes of the grave. Perhaps whatever undersea muck-breathing creatures dwell there won't have a vested interest in you either way, and you might be able to survive in one of their stilt towns over the swamps.
So, I mean... So then what, we just pretend like we don't understand?
I would not go back to him, and I would do whatever you can to arrange a meeting between him and those who could challenge him.
But
You certainly cannot harm him, but the stone man can, and so can Bale, and perhaps even the burning bats, if it really came to it.
I didn't like them.
Wait.
And not the
No.
baseball fan.
No, there is another. There is another. There is someone who can kill the angel.
Who?
I never reveal the secrets of readings. It's fortune teller client confidentiality, but
Of course.
You can tell us.
there is
Is
a
it-
woman. Is it? Yeah, you can ask, sure.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you write it down ever?
No. Her name is Carla. She's a housewife.
Hmm.
And if her rage is great enough, she would rip the angel's heart out.
Carl.
And
Where-
in which house is this housewife? Can we go to knock on her door? Will she work
Where
with
does she
us?
live?
Carla Breton, you can find her. You
In
can
the
find her.
directory? Do you have phone book?
She hands you a phone book. Make an investigation check
Okay.
if you're gonna look in the
But
phone.
then,
Okay.
Can I give you guidance?
Ooh.
You
can gain guidance.
It's alphabetical, huh? It's not.
Thank you.
Start with the
Yes.
last name, dear. And sorry,
was
what?
the-
Yes. Breton with a B.
So
Thank
it's,
you,
it's
yes.
it's a D4 you get to add to your investigation check. And I'm so sorry. What, Sensei Mark? What were you asking?
but then
16.
what? The stone man, the angel dies. The stone man, then what? Then what?
Then at least you are all free of his careless whims, and this one survives a little longer.
But
I am
still-
so sorry that you're dying. Apparently, I just inferred. Sorry, Sensei.
Dahlia, you never met this woman, but you did see her briefly. When you ran out into the audience, you probably don't know her by name.
Okay.
However, I want something, because you kind of were diving. Sensei Mark, you may, if you'd like to dive deeper in your memories, that name does ring a bell, or something about this rings a bell. You can go deeper if you want to. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. It's a natural one.
Oof.
You reach for that
No.
name,
Yuck.
and you know it. But whatever Will Scarlet knew of her, Will Scarlet, when he was sent to seduce her, and then he saw her rip the hood off
yeah.
the car and all that fun stuff. That's that's who this character is. You just cannot place her. It's as if like a curtain has fallen over your memory,
So I'm fine with that.
and you are back being Sensei Mark completely. Please do not tell her I sent you if you seek her out, but if you go to her and say you are enemies of the angel, and you wish to make a move against him, and you'll assist her in doing so, she can do it. Team her up with a stone man. It cannot fail.
But then, to what end?
You survive a little longer, the dread storms stop. Etienne is no longer roiling things up.
Will
The
we be able
horror
to leave
stops.
paradise?
Perhaps after a time. But the point is the horror stops surging. The dread storms end. The boundaries between the domains are no longer so chaotic. Things will calm down, and then you can potentially make another move.
Why does
Is-
he want you?
I'm sure he
What's-
simply wants my assistance with his foolish schemes.
Are you familiar with Godzilla versus King Kong? It sounds similar. You put the titans together and they fight, yet they destroy everything in their path, and no one wins. It kind of sounds like a similar situation.
I don't.
I have seen movie with the clay monsters. They grind. And the
Doesn't King Kong
fate run
kidnap a
away.
woman
She
and put her
is
on top of a
very-
building?
Yes, looks
You
just
look like
you, my dear.
yes.
Oh,
You-
I could
you look
totally
like,
see you playing that. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes,
With the
darling, you
giant-
would really be good.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
I
I
the
would
giant
like to
gorilla
do that
hand.
in the movies, but not in real life. I don't want to be.
Well, yeah, what is it, Stanislavski? The Stanislavski.
Life is but a play. Yes, we are the actors and the players within.
I mean, it might be
Life
good,
is
but you
but
wear.
a
Survive when
Could
the
be
curtain
good
goes
research
down.
for you, you know.
Yes.
Only if
What?
I survive when the curtain goes down.
Well, you know, we
Well-
do the best we can.
Things
What if
are.
we
Yes.
What if we threw a party? I love parties. Everyone shows up. We have the belle
I-
of the ball. I've been trying to do a fashion show, please.
Do whatever you
love a good
wish.
stage.
I.
You know who throws amazing parties? According to Madame Ether's memories, is at the end. Those parties were top tier, number one.
They-
Basically,
Very
They are
good.
good.
Madame
Yeah.
Foreshadows
were
kind of
very
sort of
good.
her
I was
voice
not there,
booms
but-
suddenly and she says, I have told you all I can. Both the not couple and these very rude gentlemen who
Oh.
intruded.
I thought we were getting
he is
along.
one of my
Please leave.
countrymen. It's fine.
Do what you must. If anything comes back to me, you will regret it fourfold. Her foreshadows kind of elongate on the walls. Dahlia, she takes your hand and she says, palms can change, darling, but right now, this is your love line. And she kind of reaches around your palm and you see that the line does like a very strange, like sudden, like bend. And this is your lifeline. And that one also bends, and it is as if they are colliding with one another on a head-on collision. You need to do something. If they will not help you, go to the woman.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And make sure she knows you never slept with her husband.
Wait, this is Etienne's wife?
No. The wife of another man. His name was James Breton. Or is James Breton, because he's still alive. He's a very boorish Englishman. You've never
Am I hearing this?
Mm-hmm. You've never slept with him, have you?
No, she hasn't, because as Madame Ether, I made sure that he didn't touch her. I
Make
as
a make a
Madame
wisdom saving throw. Let's see if you remember that much.
Oh. That one. So never mind. I do not know what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was.
You may remember the name James Breton because he was there at that event
Yes,
last week,
yes,
but Dahlia was not. Yes. So Dahlia, you know that name. Upon her, you probably wouldn't have heard of it just from Breton when you said James Breton. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
He was that absolute jerk.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He tried to bring me beer.
Don't let her think you've been with him, and you might be able to find an
haven't.
ally, darling.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Yes. Now, all of you, go. What are you doing?
No, you're not. You don't do readings. I thought. I was excited. I'm sorry.
Only for those who wait their turn.
I mean, but we waited. They're done now. Yeah.
You didn't wait. You barged in on us. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I just
Also, we
wanted.
pay. We pay for this, or we didn't. I don't know.
You
but
did,
have
and
to
she
pay.
said she
We
was
did.
going to give you your money back, but she didn't.
We paid for this. You have
But
to
she's
pay
kind
for
of
it.
like, go.
Oh, it's that is fine. I have money. Vigo, you have money? Yes, pay the lady. Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I don't. However,
don't-
I have
Ah.
a jacket. A velvet jacket.
Fine. She comes to you and says, show me your palm. She says to you, Franz. She looks at your palm and kind of goes like this and says, "Ah, I see a rude awakening in your future."
He's never polite, huh? When you sleep and you wake up, it's never polite.
As you kind of like turn or whatever, you are slapped in the face by one of her shadows. Almost said formations. By one of her shadows, who just slaps you across the face. You take 1 point of damage. Whether it is actual bludgeoning or whether it's more psychic because of the insult. But she says, "Now go."
I think it's best we leave.
May I have a reading?
I see a similar fate in your future if you get one.
It means she's going to slap you. It's like a fortune cookie. It's not real.
Hold your
She
tongue.
turns to you very intensely, Vigo. "Oh, you want a real reading then, do you?
Oh no.
Do you really want me to get out the cards?"
Yes.
Huh. I am
Yes.
intrigued, yet your face frightens me slightly.
Why don't you make a wise decision and answer that question with a little bit of common sense? Do you really want me to get out the cards?
I don't think you do.
Maybe we do. It's could
Yes.
be exciting.
No,
Oh my goodness.
and say, Mark, I look at her face. It doesn't look friendly at this point.
Why are you so angry?
Be gone with you, or I am not responsible for what happens next.
I guess we go. Overstay are welcome. It seems a shame. I thought you were perhaps a nice lady, but I was wrong.
I am not a nice lady. I am a survivor. I have been here long before this place was called paradise, and I'll be here long after.
Yeah, and I learned, huh? Unfortunately.
I'm not alone.
But good luck to you.
I'm not
So
alone.
you remember?
What was
You
it
remember?
called before it was paradise?
Many things.
Extend?
Can you
Falcoria.
cast one?
Barovia.
I don't know.
Transylvania.
Very good.
I recognize
that
that
one.
one. That is where
It is
bad things.
Mashanteles.
Yes.
The House of the Damned.
I
So
don't like
many
that one.
planes. So many domains. Jolly old Wyndon
Domains.
town.
Jolly. Oh, that sounds like it would have been nicer than
It was
this.
ironic.
Oh, I like with the scary elves, with the like you think it's Santa elves, but then they have teeth and they eat you and like Kraken. What is it? The scary
Krampus?
monster Santa Claus with the
Krampus?
Krampus. Yes.
You say all of this, Oksana. Her eyes are still just kind of going between these three men. You get the impression, if you don't leave, she'll get the cards out if you want. You can have you can learn something from that.
Can you? I just want to have one more question.
She doesn't give you anything, but she's still just standing there. You can ask.
Why does Etienne want those tarot cards?
He knows that he could learn a great deal from them.
Is there something that we can learn from them?
Your lesson will be far more costly.
Oh, like my life or my soul or my voice or my eyes or something like that. Is this so?
I don't
Oh,
feel I
do
need
not
to
give
answer
these.
that. If that's what you think it is, if you think there's even a chance of that, you wouldn't get a reading, would you, darling?
Well, how do you know that? I
Do you-
don't even know who I am anymore since I have
Yes.
these memories shoved in my brain.
Do you wish for
She
a
is
reading?
fortune teller, so.
Yes. What was that metaphor? Shadow.
She's kind of asking if you want a reading, but she's giving you like a real like, be careful, dearie, sort of look.
Fine. I will take a reading.
Anyone else?
I will take reading. Yeah. I'm interested to see how this works. Is one reason why we came.
Very well. Should I do this with tarot cards or should I do this with my tarot card ring?
Wait, what?
Shit. What? How do you have a tarot card ring?
Get the cards. We like the props.
Props?
Yeah,
There's a ring.
get the cards. Philip,
Where
damn
do
it.
you even find a tarot card? I didn't know that this was such a thing.
Never underestimate Philip and his ability to find like
A ring?
things that can be
Jewel-
applied to
jewelry.
D&D.
While he goes, I had to close TikTok because I couldn't keep holding the paper while I was playing. It
Yeah.
was just becoming too distracting.
By the way, hello
But
everyone from
welcome.
TikTok.
Yes, I know people have been popping in and out, but if you're here from TikTok, thank you. Say howdy.
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 Oh, y'all say howdy.
I meant
In
the
the chat.
TikTok people, but yeah.
Hey,
Y'all.
I was on
Howdy,
TikTok too.
All right.
I appreciate it.
So the way this goes is anyone who's going to draw a card needs to declare that they're going to do so. You will then
I
take
shall.
the card, but you will not open it yet. No, you'll not flip it over yet, and you won't be able to, for I shall have it here.
I was like, how is this working?
Basically, you are going to. I'm gonna kind of.
Oh no, I
shuffle them
get
down.
how this is working,
Oh, okay.
but you.
Yeah.
But then you said which you will not be able to because the cards are here, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the ticket.
We'll flip them over. So, friends, who all is doing this?
I mean, I guess if everyone is, I may as well.
Oh, brave, pretty girl. Okay.
I'm not one to be left out of a trend.
Okay, well, if everyone else is doing it, I'll do it.
We are all doomed.
Lemmings.
Strovia.
All right. Then
We see Cliff is named.
I'm going to kind of go in. If all five are doing this or stepping forward, she pulls out a tarot deck, and then, this is kind of an or if you want to, you can either tell me how many cards from the top or bottom you want. Otherwise, I'll just shuffle and you say stop, and I'll stop and we'll draw that card. I'm gonna go in order so I can lay them out for myself to sort of flip in order. Dahlia, do you want to pick from the top, the bottom, or should I just riffle and you tell me one?
Take from the bottom.
How many up?
5 up.
5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is your card. Alrighty. Zane.
Random.
Just all right.
Just pull some. Go.
Okay. I will mention for friends at home that I really could have also gone and grabbed my Taroka deck. This is sadly not a deck of many things. That would be awesome. But no, this is a very interesting magical item. This is a tarot deck that this woman has.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
For our
We
good
had a ring, but we voted it out.
for our good
Yes.
friend Sensei Mark. Top,
13.
bottom. 13 from the
13
top.
from.
13 is an auspicious number.
I was gonna do that too.
Do it from the bottom.
Yeah, there you go.
You want 13 from the bottom?
Sure.
And where would you like Oksana?
Random. Shuffle it.
Random.
Just pull
alright.
from wherever feels good to you. Just
Well-
make it feel good.
You'll tell me when is what we'll do.
Okay, go.
We'll go.
Alrighty.
Sorry to make this difficult, but you know I'm a difficult person. So.
No, you're not difficult.
Oh, thank you.
Particular. Yeah, it's
Ah,
very
there
different.
Say
we
when.
go.
Say when. Say when.
So when? Okay,
All right.
I'm scared.
All right, friends.
Men are so creepy.
Shall we go in that order, or does anybody want to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first, yeah?
Franz will go first.
Does not matter.
Oh, not so bad. Franz, the Four of Cups for you.
Yeah, I only need one, huh?
You look at the
thank
cards, and she says, "There is a great possibility of inspiration and knowledge, contentment. But there is also the possibility that you will be left behind, that you will give in to such things, such pursuits, and no longer be a part of the world." Can you make a charisma saving throw, please?
Oh no! Why did we take the cards? Damn it.
The natural 1. So that comes to a 2.
Not good. Not good. Not good.
A flash.
You know.
The card changes, and the person drawn on it now looks very much like Franz Lloyd. Standing in his place is kind of an odd peasant type who looks around for a few moments. My God! And he just rushes out of the room.
Oh, cartoon man.
Oh, he's been in there
that was
long
weird.
enough.
That was weird.
Who would like to look at their card next?
I would like to rip my card up, please.
Sadly, my dear, you've drawn. But do you want to look at yours next?
Okay.
Oh no.
Dahlia?
The most
Why did
inauspicious
you do
death.
that? Why did you do that, Oksana?
Dahlia?
Oh no.
Dahlia next.
Yeah.
No, let's wait for Dahlia. Let's wait. I'll go next.
Are you
I'll
sure?
go next. Yeah, we should do Dahlia last. She's the,
All right.
she's the.
That's true. That's true.
Sensei Mark. The Eight of Swords.
Oh.
Oh no.
She looks at you for a moment, and as she sort of says this and says, a moment of danger. Perilousness and yet tranquility in the face of it. Yes, I see that in your future. You will be waiting to see if the sword falls on you or not. Make a charisma save.
It's all gonna be Chris. Oh no.
Straight roll. 11.
11. Unfortunately, Sensei Mark is now seen in the card. You were
Of course I was one away.
so close.
Of course I was.
So close. That's a 49 if anybody's in chat right now. That's a time for the 49 emoji.
How do we do it?
Oh no.
And a woman appears. Now, Sensei Mark is now blindfolded in the thing, although Sensei Mark's blindfold is like his rad headband, with a rising sun on it. But this woman kind of... And one interesting thing, however, about this woman, she has horns on her head, and her skin is slightly red.
no.
She also has a tail, and as she opens her mouth, kind of screaming in surprise, you see that her tongue is forked. And Madame Fourshadows just kind of goes... And she rushes out of the room to whatever odd freedom she possesses. Who would like to go next?
My dears, do we have to continue to play the game?
Oh, buddy, this is a cool one for you. This is great if you get it. You have drawn the magician. You have drawn heroism, creation, ability. You have drawn forging a path, bringing things together. You have the potential for greatness in you. Roll a charisma saving throw. I'm going to tell you that because it is a major arcana, the DC is higher.
Bye.
It is 12 for the minor.
Goodbye.
18.
18.
Nicely.
Oh.
You
The
don't want
card stays as is.
one. Oh.
Whoa.
And the real this is bad news because this is the one person who might have come out and actually helped you guys. You guys could have just had like a powerful mage with you. But instead the card stays as is.
Well, that's fine.
And she basically says to you, you have interesting abilities. You have possibility. You have capability. Embrace it. Use it. Make something new. That is what your future holds. And you have not been banished into the card. Oksana, my dear.
Wait. Before you read that, pretty girl, I have to tell you, you have brought out something in me that I did not know I had before, and I knew it was always there, but I could not bring it out, and I just wanted to tell you that before whatever happens. So, thank you.
Can I give Oksana bardic inspiration?
You can! Ha Good call!
I mean, well, let's see what happens, but I appreciate.
What do you say to her, or do you sing, or do you just like how do you deliver it?
I'm.
Wait a second. You do what?
I'm going to deliver a Shakespearean sonnet to try to inspire her.
Perfect. Very good.
Which one, though? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I was trying to determine your feelings for her by depending on which sonnet you gave.
It's a very intimate one.
I don't want to ask a
Word.
loading I don't want to ask loaded questions, but I sort of feel like sometimes I do with this thing. Does it end with a kiss?
No, but it does end with a coy look.
A coy look. Very good.
Yeah.
Understood.
I will
Excellent. It's a
accept.
wonderful moment. Coy looks don't turn back the dread clock, but sometimes kisses do.
Oh, damn
come
it!
on.
But the moment has passed. Wonderful. All right,
Should have
Oksana.
done it. I was trying to save her life.
You were. Oksana,
Yes.
the Page of Swords. You are young and have the spirit of adventure in you, my dear.
Fair.
You have a lot of possibility. The card sort of shimmers for a moment. Make a charisma save. You may add a d6 to the roll.
Oh. Okay. Oh. 19 minus 2 though. So 17 plus 4.
Oksana remains.
21. Thank you. Pretty
Cool
girl,
moment.
I don't know what you did, but I feel that somehow whatever you did helped me with that. So thank you. And I grab her hands.
Understood.
And
right.
then I push them away because I don't know what to do.
And as Dahlia kind of, with that, her own card comes up. The Major Arcana of Temperance.
I don't like that it's an angel.
It is an angel who's blonde.
Don't like this at all.
Oh no.
Dahlia,
Did I seriously draw this card?
you seriously drew Temperance. I am so excited.
Stressed out.
And sure enough, I think I would say that yes, even just the sight of it, just the visual of it, because we're gonna say that she's using like the Rider Waite. I think there's a lot more names you're supposed to say now, but I only remember Rider Waite of deck. So it is kind of this image, and you see this, and there's an upsetting feeling, a tug that they've all experienced. Some have stayed out. Oksana, thanks to yours, stayed out, and Vigo seems to still be here. You hear Madame Fourshadows' words speaking of balance and patience and moderation, avoiding extremes, of trying to find the centered path. Man, this one would have been great for Sensei Mark. I mean, not for like surviving against it, but just like it would have been like a great place for him to like go and
fitting
kind
one.
of fit in. But it is temperance for you. It is basically telling you, be calm, be a point of calm in the world. Please make a charisma saving throw. Now she has a good she's got a decent mod.
She better.
But a bad roll is a bad roll.
Exactly.
Philip, stop.
I got a nat 20.
Nat
So that brings me to 26.
20.
Jesus Christ.
26.
No, you can't see because I have my stupid thing up. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, we can see it. No, wait. Are you not? Are bards not proficient in that?
Yeah, you should be proficient in it.
I think you should have a
No.
28 on that roll. In fact.
Wait, I thought it was just a charisma. Oh, wait.
Charisma saving throw.
You're right. It is. It's 28.
Yeah, 28. And basically Dahlia, with just like a perfect performance, stops and exhibits
Perfect.
the very temperance that Madame Fourshadows suggested she required.
Actually,
She pauses. She gives kind of Vigo an irritated glance. I was hoping we were going to get all three of the men, but fine. Well, you have seen what it is that Etienne desires. You have all gained knowledge about what lies ahead. I urge you to take my warning.
Thank you for the warning, and may we please get our friends back. We have to take the Geo Metro over to the housewives. home
Keys are in my
to-
pocket. Keys are in my pocket.
If you wish for them back, you can try to draw them and exchange places. But they represent the card until the card is drawn again and someone else fails.
Don't,
I mean, Vigo, if you want to go for it. I won't be doing it.
fashion man.
I would like to ride out this success for a little longer, please.
There you go.
Are you drawing again, Vigo?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, that will be a bold move. Well, 3 out of 5 we did fine last time. Let's do it. Let it ride. Oh dear.
May we come back and get our friends after we play Godzilla?
You are always
There you
welcome
go.
to try. You may always come in for another reading.
Thank you, madame. Lady, shall we?
So with that, I think that's an end point, my god. As Dahlia, Oksana, and Vigo step
This die.
out of the house, of the sort of office of the shop of Madame Fourshadows. The winds are howling, the rains are falling. The dread clock sits at 12.
Oh, God.
2 more individuals are trapped inside a deck.
No.
Interestingly, for sort of practical purposes of continuity, their essences are not being trapped there. So like their consciousness and sort of whatever, but whatever essence is carrying on is now kind of just hovering in the room. Oh, maybe I should make that. Maybe your next character's no choice. You have to be the 2 things that popped out.
Do it.
That would be good.
Do it.
Actually, I'm ruling that.
Nice.
Yes. So that means
Great. I'm a tiefling someone.
you are a female tiefling. I will give you details on that. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. The 2 of you are
Yes.
rushing out, freaking out about those things.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay, that's very fun.
So excited for this.
I'm
That's
very okay with this exchange.
Fantastic.
Oh, it was so fun, Sensei Mark, while it lasted.
Man, I thought he was finally gonna get in touch with, the part inside him that could have just unleashed everything that was good.
Nah.
So close.
No, he was
Oh my
actively he was trying to cover that up.
Well, guys, that was loads of fun. I feel like that was cool because you guys got some. I didn't even get the tarot cards out because I wasn't sure if you would necessarily make it to her tonight, and also I really didn't think there was going to be cause for it. But when people started asking, I was like, oh, I'll do the thing. Let's do it. Well, very
I can't
fun.
believe I
Thank you.
drew the
Wait, what do they
fucking
get?
temperance angel.
What do they get? Wait, what do they get? What do they get? Do they get something or no?
No, just knowledge.
Not
of their
just
future,
knowledge
of their
that's not nice.
role.
Oh, no, like bonuses.
No boon, no anything. It's a
know.
tarot card, and she'll suck souls into it when necessary.
Yeah, you got to live.
Basically,
I
what
do not expect anything from this game.
This is some like fortune teller nonsense. It's basically the kind of thing where, like, I'll phrase it like this: for Jed and Andrew, for when we kind of create whatever these characters are for you, whatever you are, your character has spent a very long time learning the lesson of the card, of the fate that card was offering you. You have really spent a long time kind of like wondering about the kind of inspiration and sort of like kind of like balance of life things from the Four of Cups, and you've learned a lot from the was it 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords? I can't remember which one it was. I think that's 7 of Swords. Anyway, guys, great session. Thank you so much. I really appreciate how I can just be so mean to people and everyone's like, that was fun, and I'm like,
That was
love it.
super
That
fun.
was really good.
That was delightful.
By the way, thank you again to everyone who joined us from TikTok. I know
Yes.
Liv went live and I joined. None of my people got on it, but thanks
Yeah,
to everyone.
That's cool.
Thank you.
TikTok is that Kesha song, right?
Ah,
Liv was-
yes, you're not wrong.
Not
You're not
wrong,
wrong,
but not actually.
but you're not right
about
in
this.
this context.
Can I ask another question about this that I know?
Sure. Go
So,
ahead.
because it was like, I know there was like free cut. Is Kesha Brittany? Are they the same?
No, not in the same way.
No.
They both needed to be
Although
free.
they both have been abused, yes, by managers in the whole system.
It's almost like it's
We'll talk about that off
widespread.
camera. Yes, yes.
That's
the
a
industry
problem.
needs to be remedied.
Pierce is asking you to stop.
Man, if I stopped every time Pierce, I get whatever. Anyway, in any case, everyone,
Nothing would ever get done.
that is true. In any case, thank you all so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. If you liked what you saw tonight, oh, actually, I didn't even mean it as a super plug for this. Go to our Discord and download a book called A Taste of Paradise, which features some characters very prominently, including Madame Fourshadows and a woman named Carla. If you want to see a little bit of what she can do, check that out. We will be back
Wait, can
here.
I say it? Wait, can
you
I say
say-
something?
Say
For
something.
those of you who weren't here in the beginning, it is September, so you get a discount on subscriptions to any channel. We'd love it if it was ours, because we do a
Yes.
lot of stuff on here for y'all. Also, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to any Twitch channel. If you're on here,
Make it this one.
make it this one.
Yeah.
We're fun.
That's a great point.
And just sub now.
Hey, thanks. That's
Hey.
wonderful.
Subscribe now.
Yeah.
Hit that
If
Ringer.
so if you enjoy this game, you can read a novella set in this universe. It's on our Discord. Join our Discord. Come back on Fridays for War of Blood from a Stone. If you like Star Wars, check out Smuggler's Reverse on Sunday nights, same time. And if you want free content from that one, you can download music from the Cantina band that some of the players are in. Some of it is very disturbing. And then
What type of music do they play, Philip?
I know what you're trying to get me to say, but I will tell you they actually play a combination of jizz, jats, and leap
I'm sorry.
jump.
What?
So in Star Wars, for some reason, they decided that jazz music shall be called jizz music.
George Lucas was an edgelord.
I don't think it was George Lucas. I think it was, or maybe if it was, but the point is, that is like an official canon silly thing. And no jokes are ever made about that. Everyone is very mature. And we never ever talk
course.
about how we want to pump jizz right into our ears. Okay, so...
Why would you?
Of
ever
course.
joke about such a thing?
Yeah, because would you say I want to pump this jazz right into my ears? Yes, you would say it if it was good jazz. Anyway.
You know, if it's Jeff Goldblum's band.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to Jesus Christ
What's-
Gaming. He just they just subscribed.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for subscribing.
much
If you follow
appreciated.
me on TikTok, say howdy and let me know that was you.
And then, what's our other game? Oh, yeah, a little thing called Top Flight. That game is having its season finale on Monday, ending
Dun,
after
dun,
24
dun.
exciting issues. Will they rescue Shinobi Red from Yomitsu Kuni? Maybe? I don't know.
Also,
It's looking bad for him at the end of last one. It's rough.
and if y'all think I'm annoying, my character lost her voice in that one. So
She
even
can't.
if you don't like me, still watch
She can't even talk in that game. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff. So check out all of this. Players, does anyone have anything you want to plug or socials you want to mention, etc., etc.?
TikTok.
Oh, we already talked about mine. Howdy.
Wonderful.
On TikTok and Instagram. If you don't follow me there too.
Well, great. Well,
Same,
guys,
same, but with underscores.
then in that case, thank you all so much for watching our very fun game. We'll see you next week, and until then, have a dreadful night. Ooh, dread. Ooh.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door, a taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say, I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that, you had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything, but don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone to rule, a kingdom by your side, but I'm nobody's bride. You need to know you're never gonna change my name, but don't give up, not for 1 minute. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find another chance to win it. But what you're looking for is in another castle down the line. But don't give up, not for 1 second. This game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll do much better than you reckon. But what you're looking for is there. What you're looking for is there. What you're looking for is there. Another castle down the line. But what you're looking for is in another castle down the line. Your bags are packed,